Well, I got a great explanation that I'm gonna go through and talk to you about how I kind of got here. And
Please.
and when I look at rankings, I look at it in the same way when you look at it on the big level. What have you done for me lately? I'm not looking at the potential. I'm looking at what have you done for me lately. So let's look at this top five, and I'm gonna go with Southern University at
Please
number
start
five.
there. Please
Uh,
start there.
I will start there. Southern right now 3-3 on the season, 2-1 in conference play. They've won 3 of their last 4 games, Scotty. That has to matter. Won 3 of the last 4 games, beating Alabama A&M, UAPB, and Lincoln. It may not seem like much, but winning games is what matters. Lost to Florida A&M, who's first place in the SWAC East. So right now, Southern, when you look, there's a lot of teams that's just falling apart who started stronger than Southern and who we thought were going to be in a position to be better than Southern. But Southern right now, considering they won 3 of their last 4, I got to put them right there. They've won the games, and it's going to lead up to a game with Bethune because I think now they can start to roll with the momentum if they can get past Bethune. I'm going to go with Alcorn State at number 4. Alcorn State 3-3, 2-1 in conference play. Guess what? The reason I put them there, just like Southern, they've won 3 of their last 4 games. They beat McNeese, they beat Bama State, and they beat Grambling. They lost to Prairie View, who's currently kind of sitting right there in first place in the SWAC West Division. So I got to give Alcorn the fact that they've won 3 of the last 4. And once again, for me, it is what have you done for me lately? And whether people say it's the bottom feeders or not, victories are victories. Victories are victories. You win the games. If they put it on your schedule, you get past those. Tennessee State, the team that got into the ranking last week for me, and now they pushed up, and I think they solidified themselves at 4-2, 1-1 in conference play. Tennessee State has won 4 of their last 5 games. All right, so those other 2 teams won 3 of the last 4. Tennessee State, 4 of their last 5 games. They beat UAPB, Gardner-Webb, Kennesaw State, as well as Norfolk State this past weekend. Their only loss so far that was outside of Notre Dame was to UT Martin, who is currently 5-1 and 2-0 in first place in the Big South Ohio Valley Conference. And of course, number 1 and number 2 has not changed, even though they didn't play. FAMU is still right there at number 2, and North Carolina Central number 1. And then in the latest FCS poll, FAMU is in the top 20 at number 18, and North Carolina Central is in the top 10 at number 10. So they're the number 1 team. And why I'm gonna give you 3 teams that I looked at that I had to battle back and forward from that Alcorn Southern. So I went Alcorn Southern. This just for people to understand. It ain't home cooking. I'm going by what have you done for me lately. Alcorn and Southern have won 3 of their last 4. A team I circled was Prairie View. Prairie View is 3-4 overall, 3-1 in conference play. They lost to Grambling. They beaten Alcorn and Valley, but they're 2-4 in their last 6 games. They're falling off. All right. So Prairie View was still in the thick of things, although they're still at the thick of things at the top of the SWAC West. They're not on good track in terms of direction right now. Bama State was another team that I thought really hard and long about. 3-3 overall, 2-2 in conference play with losses to FAMU, Alcorn, and Miles. All right. They beat Bethune-Cookman and they beat Jackson State. That's where Bama State is right now, but they're 2-2 in their last 4 games. And then Hampton was knocking at the door as well. I liked Hampton, but Hampton is falling apart compared to where they was at. 3-3 overall, 1-2. They're on the